Today we're at Haynes National Motor Museum.
So today we've come to Haynes International Motor Museum. It's in Yeovil, Somerset, and it's a massive building full of cars. So it's going to be brilliant day out. They've got a massive collection. So let's go and have a look.
I got lots of old cars here. Like this is an old Austin, and this is an old car engine. This is an old Wolsey, and that's an old Rover. It's just like a Land Rover, but only with no wheel on the boot, just on the side.
It's a very old car. Look at the steering wheel on it.
The old cars did not have car badges on it or no horns.
So when you first enter the museum, the first car you see is the 1886 Benz patent Motorwagen, which is this one, which is the first ever car.
There were some breakdowns because the brakes were not very good.
Wow. Wouldn't like to drive that on, Jerry. And now we go into the main museum, which, as you can see,
There's a big
is
tank.
really big.
There's a big tank.
Where? Wow. I think that's a Rolls Royce tank, that is, I think. Let's have a look at this first, shall we? Oh, standing right in front of the gun.
I've never seen the tank up close.
No, that's really cool,
This wasn't
isn't it?
here last time we came.
Wasn't it? Look, there's a nice big Rolls Royce. Look at that big Rolls Royce there. They've got some really cool cars here, and I think the most important thing for the kids is that they've got little kiddie cars for them to drive around the museum in. Wow. They're very small.
They actually look real.
They do.
The biggest one you can find is that one over there.
Inside it, they've got pedals to move them.
Yeah, that's what I mean about real.
So they've got a good mix of old and new cars here. So they've got the first ever car, the Mercedes one just then, from 1880 something. All the way up to cars like those Mercedes from the 50s and 60s. Got a nice collection of Rolls Royces. I mean, look at the size of that thing. Imagine that parking there. Well, imagine parking that in the car park at Sainsbury's. That one would be a problem. That one would be a problem. So you've got some really old, cool ones like this. They've also got somewhere called the Red Room, which is called the Red Room because all the cars in it are red. So a massive sea of red cars. We came here on a Sunday, so it's quite quiet, which is nice for us. Oh, they've got a Gilburn, which is a Welsh car. So they got ones like this 1910 Renault and this really cool Daimler, right down to these little toy cars like we saw just now. Nice Beetle, Plymouth Prowler, still looks weird. A Caravelle, I don't know what that is. Renault Caravelle. Citroën de Chevaux 2CV. But they've also got ones which I wouldn't expect to see here, like this Saab. I wouldn't think it was, these were cars which I saw all the time when I was a kid. And they were just kind of like, everybody's dad or school teacher had one. And they've got like this really beautiful, in great condition. It's Mercedes SL. Oh, but here's the interesting one. This is a Russian car. I think the Russians were trying to copy the Americans a little bit on this. With all the chrome and the massive engines and the huge size of the car, it's just massive. A Hindustan ambassador, which I think is a remake of the Morris Oxford, which was made in India for years and years and years. I mean, this one was made in 1992. It's unbelievable there was a car like that being made in 1992. A Bricklin, quite a rare car. Don't see any of those. The almost indestructible Mercedes. And these things, from what I can remember, they were just ridiculously over-engineered. They lasted forever. So a DAF Variomatic. And there's a DAF 44. You also got, like I said, you got some odd cars which you wouldn't expect to see here, like this this Golf, which was just such a normal everyday car when I was growing up. Citroën Traction Avant, is it? 11 CV. Oh, the gorgeous DS. If you ever get a chance to look at the history of the DS, definitely do that. It's really interesting. So you can jack up the car without a jack. You can just pump up the tyres. It's all pneumatic or hydraulic suspension. And a Citroën SM. So you've got MGB, an XR4i or Cosworth, which we'll have a look at later because you can see the cutout on the engine. And then some Triumphs at the TR8 here. So they've also got some bikes here. There's more bikes later on. But they've also got some bubble cars, or Rosettas. A Messerschmitt, which, contrary to popular belief, wasn't made using canopies from a Messerschmitt aeroplane. Geek fact. A Smart. And also the dreaded Reaver. Gee whiz. Cool tuk-tuk. And also a Sinclair C5. Supposed to be the future of travel. Didn't quite work out that way. And we've got some cool little Hondas here. Oh, a Trabant. Eastern Bloc car made out of plastic. So Edward's going to talk to you now about this car, which is the Ford Sierra, which I said just now. And you can see the engine.
So, inside this car, you can see the bottom of the engine. You can see down the bottom of the car, what's down below the engine. And there's an engine right here. I think I'm sure it's from this car or that car.
And what's up by here, this car by here?
This car is a Land Rover. Not like always, the number plate on the front, on the side. The number plate is normally in the middle. And it's really high up.
So we've now come into the Jaguar section, which is a bit nostalgic for me because my dad used to have one of these growing up. Jaguar Mark II. So it's a good reminiscence of a family vehicle. My dad had the 3.2 litre one, he had the covers on the wheel arches. Very popular by Inspector Morse. Also got this massive Aston Martin Lagonda. So 80s it hurts. Loads of other nice Aston Martins and some cool Lotus. Some Jensens, they've also got an Interceptor back there. And they've also got some custom cars as well. Which are really nice. So we've got like this custom Morris minor van, this Cougar, and this Ford Model T hot rod. Wouldn't like to polish all that chrome. And it's a Ford Zephyr custom. We've also got this really nice Jensen Interceptor. So they've got this really natty little cutaway of how a car works. It goes from the engine, through the gearbox, down the prop shaft, to the differential and the rear axle, and then it spins the wheels. How cool is that?
Humber. It's a Humber.
It is.
It's not spinning the other one though.
No, it's not spinning this one, is it? Spinning that one. Not spinning this one. Oh, spin that one a little bit. Tiny little bit. Let's grab a cool little TV showing you how everything works.
They also got a little garage here they can go into.
Let's go and have a look, shall we? So they've got an old garage, old MG garage with loads of Morrises. And they've also got a photo station here where you can have your photo taken. Yeah, and you can dress up. So I'll put in a quick link to that photo. Camera noise.
So, there's one Vauxhall here, which is a green old car. Instead of white or black seats inside, there's green seats, like the outside. And there's a big row of cars. This car is mostly the same but white seats. And it has 3 lights at the front. Has one on the engine. And this car is a red car with a black roof, black seats, silver screen wipers, and an old steering wheel. Has normal lights.
So they've got like a row here of like, it looks like British Leyland or those kind of cars. Got a Sunbeam Talbot and this gorgeous Morris Minor. An Austin A35, 1974 1300 Vanden Pla, which is the posh version. Got the wooden veneer and also the cool leather seats. It'd be fancy if you had one of those. One of the first Ford Anglias, not the one like in Harry Potter, but the earlier version. And also cool Ford console. So what's wrong? So it's not just British Leyland cars here, they've also got lots of Fords as well. And there's an Anglia. Like the one of Harry Potter. So the cars are laid out really well here, so you get a really good look because you can see how close you can get to them. I mean, you can walk here. And you're within sniffing distance of them. So this it's really good. It's better than most museums because a lot of the museums you go to, they're kind of a fair distance away and you can't get a proper look at them. So it's more like a car show kind of feel to it because you get to go around, you can get a really good look at the cars and take all the time you like.
And the next part is the red room, and red is my favourite colour.
A Nissan 250Z. Some cool Morgans and Lotus 7s, is it? Or is it a Caterham? Caterham 7. MG TF or MGF. Oh yeah, an Alfa Romeo. Let's have a look at this one.
I'll have a look at these. What is this?
That is a Triumph TR3.
A world.
It's another Triumph. It's an MG. It's a Sunbeam. Really nice. Oh, that's really nice. Still Olympic. I've never heard of that before.
What's this?
That's really nice. And that's another Triumph. There's all old copies of Motorsport on the wall. Oh, another Alfa Romeo.
Here on the inside of Alfa Romeos. They like have bad seats in the back.
And here's something you don't see every day.
And another Alfa Romeo.
A Reliant
Wait, the
Scimitar.
roof comes off this Alfa Romeo.
It does. It's 1996. Quite modern to have something like that here. And the Reliant Scimitar. Made by the same company who did the three-wheeler. Jensen Healy. A Facel Vega.
And another.
Oh, and this Marcos down the end is gorgeous. Look at that. Look at this one, Edward. Look at the lights. It is tiny. This is
The
a
body's tiny.
this is a proper racing car. That is.
And it has a tiny, tiny, tiny boot.
Yep.
Look at that. It has a speaker in the boot.
Oh yeah. Very luxurious. This Ford Mustang.
Ford. I've never seen a car. It looks like the Fiat on the game that we got at home.
It does. So by here we've got a Morgan three-wheeler.
We also got this on the game.
Yeah, we play a lot of these on what game's it?
Horizon Forza 4.
Forza Horizon 4. And up by here, we gave you a brief view of it on the way in.
There's loads of Ferraris.
But up by here,
Section of Ferraris.
there's a car which is made in Wales. Can you work out which one it is? Look at the badges and see which one you think is made in Wales.
This one.
Why do you think that is?
It looks like the flag.
There you go. A Welsh dragon.
Lancia. Lancia's over here.
Lancia?
Here.
Wow.
And there's a Porsche, another MG, BMW. I don't know this one.
That's an AC.
And another AC with a button.
There's brilliant little buttons to press as you walk around.
Red Room
and it
illustrates one of
tells
the
you
innovative
about the
ways this
story.
collection is interpreted. It shows the importance of colour in the design of motor vehicles, and particularly sports cars. Red is a very aggressive colour and sits well with the impressive acceleration rates produced by these machines. The famous AC Cobra illustrates this best. It was the fastest sports car of the mid-1960s and still rates in the top 10 to this very day. The distinctive roar from its V8 engine gives away its American origins. So the body
Where's a Maserati?
is very British ACA.
Well
I think it's the same one as on the Maserati sports car on Old Town Road. But only with a roof. That's the only change. This is the American one.
So here it's full of some really cool American cars. Like this.
Size of this giant car.
What do you think that car is, Edward?
A police car. Look, that's it on
It's
the
a
road.
fire car. It's got ambulance on it. It's very confusing. And over there, got a DeLorean. Gotta make sure you don't travel over 88 miles an hour. It's a Pontiac, the fire car is. And look at this. a Ford Country Squire with the wood panelling on the side. That is a Chevrolet C5.
James Sloan.
Oh yeah. Some of these cars in here are truly massive.
Oh, Cadillac.
Oh, you like Cadillacs, don't you? It's a Cadillac DeVille. And this is a Ford Edsel, the car which also almost ruined the Ford car company. Is there another Cadillac, is there? Look at the size of that. Let's go down the side.
Oh, look at that car. The roof opens to that.
Oh yeah.
The roof opens to that.
Ford Fairlane. Look at the size of that.
It's like the Chevrolet, because it goes up to the full speed, and then it stops the speed. It's the same one. It's the same.
There's an AC Cobra or Shelby Cobra. It's a Dodge Charger. They look much better in orange. Confederate flag on the roof. What's this? A Duesenberg, perhaps? Or a Cadillac? Or Cadillac?
It's a Cadillac.
There's a Cadillac, yeah.
It looks like a Cadillac. Is it a Cadillac?
Yeah, that's a Cadillac, that one. So let's have a look at the front of this Cadillac, shall we?
Are you sure it's a Cadillac?
Yep, it's definitely a Cadillac. And these cars here are Duesenbergs. And that's where the phrase, it's a doozy, comes from.
Anyway, the lights this bit goes down and the lights turn on.
Pop-up headlights in that car in 1931. Or no, was it 1931 for that one? I'm not sure actually. There's no plaque on that one. But it still looks early to have pop-up lights. And there's a Woody.
Ford 85. Ford 85.
Is that what this is it?
Yes, it says 85 there.
And there's a Ford Model T. Now there, Edward, do you remember I said this is the car which made driving popular because they can make these quick. So they were able to reduce the price of cars.
Could I press the button?
Yeah.
She needs no introduction but to announce, Mr. Ford, who has consented to speak to you briefly tonight.
So we're now moving on to the section of supercars. So from some Ferraris goes to Ford GT40s through to Tomasos, Porsches, Jaguar, but the car I've come here to see is my favourite car, and that's this. It's Jaguar XJ220. Which in my opinion is one of the most beautiful cars ever made. Just looks like it's going 200 miles an hour just parked up. And it could do over 200 miles an hour. I think about 212, I think you could go. Oh, is it corrected? There's a sign there, 216. Beautiful. They've also got a great collection of,
motorbikes.
yep, these are speedway
And a
bikes.
collection over there of motorbike engines.
Yeah,
These
these are speedway bikes.
The car.
And all the old bibs
Just like bikes.
and race suits. Back when almost every city and town used to have a speedway track.
You can get a picture over there on that motorbike.
I will do that in a second. So
And we'll put it on the video.
yeah, we'll do the photograph in a minute. There's also some old classic bikes here. I don't know a huge amount about bikes. Not really my thing. But we'll now do some pictures on this. So camera noise. And the last section we're going to have a look in is the Hall of Motorsport, which I don't think was here last time we came. So we've got some Jaguar D-types, Escort rally cars.
Dad, is that the BAC Mono?
No, but these are Formula One cars. So we've got some Lotuses, some racing motorbikes, and some go-karts. They're really cool. Now we've got some Formula One cars. So there's a Ferrari Formula One car, a Lola Cosworth, a Reynard Alfa Romeo, and also this little single-seater here. What do you think of those, Edward?
Good.
It's one last brass rubbing to do.
Yep, and it's a race car.
They've also got a mod section
Look at
of
this.
old scooters.
Look at this. It has loads and loads and loads of lights. I
It
can't
does.
believe it. And that one only has one light.
It does, yeah. There's loads of cool 1950s
Loads and loads
scooters.
of lights for just one.
They did it because they liked the look of it. They did it because it was fashionable at the time.
Well, there's also some screens that you could watch.
Yeah, and that tells you about the mods in the 1950s and the 60s as well. So they've also got a section where you can paint a Mini. You can tap the screen,
Mr. Bean's car.
tap another one, and you can change the colour of the Mini.
Red.
And that is in the Mini section. There's a cutaway Mini. And also all the different variants of Mini. So they've also got some brilliant, really little cool road mats even. And also, if you go out by here, we also got a really, really good play area, which hopefully we'll show you later if the rain holds off. So it's really a good full day here. It's really good fun. There's so much to do.
Isn't it exciting? So I remember this. You can go in
And then this takes us back around to the red room, which will show you a bit more detail in a moment. But we're going to go here in a second and I'll do a photo.
There's so much to do.
If you do come, bring some change because they got some diggers and also there they've got a racetrack with some go-karts.
It's watching Kind to Light.